Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. All right boys, it is finally time. Today we are finally gonna be detailing the Subi. Now I only detailed the Subi once, and I detailed it when I got my car. I honestly been waiting to do this video for so long, guys. I've been trying to make the Subi clean and make it look as clean as possible. But today we're gonna be using a lot of chemical, guys, and add-ons, polishes, products. Those are the two car cleaning product manufacturers that I like to use a lot. I'll have their website linked down below in case you guys want to check out some of their products. I'm not gonna list every single product, but I'll just link their page, and then if you guys like any of the products on here or want to try any of the products that I'm going to be using today, you guys can just go ahead and check them out. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys do, don't forget to hit the like button. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Comment some of the things that you guys want to see me do to the Subi or some content ideas. But let's go ahead and get straight to it. But like I said, we're going to be using a lot of products here today. Now, I'll tell you guys why I use each product once I start actually washing the car, but I just want to show you guys the steps that we're going to be doing today. So the first one is going to be, we're going to be washing the car. After we wash it, we're going to go ahead and clay it. You do need something to help you lube the clay. I'll be using this pump from Chemical, guys. It's really handy, guys. I'm not going to lie. I bought it at Walmart for like 20 bucks, so that's pretty cool. And after we clay it, we're just going to go ahead and polish it. I have a couple of different pads that I want to be trying out today. And we're also going to be trying out different compounds. We have this VSS, which is basically just a scratch and swirl remover. But then we also have like these compounds that like go lower in number. So the higher the number, the less grit it got, I guess. But after we go ahead and polish it, we're going to go ahead and wax it. There's two kinds of wax that I want to be trying out today. It's going to be the Chemical Guys Americano wax, and then the McGuire's Ultimate Paste Wax. And in last week's video, guys, how I cleaned the interior of my Subi. And we're just going to go ahead and give it a quick clean just to make sure that the car stays clean on the inside. But yeah, these are basically going to be all the products that I'm going to be using today, boys. We got the Subi right here. We got the power washer ready. We got our buckets ready. I'm gonna be using a power washer because it just helps me get in between those cracks a little better. I'm also gonna be doing a touch wash, so that's why I have these two buckets on here. But since we are gonna be polishing her, I'm not gonna use any like wax products to like wash it. We're just gonna use Dawn soap, and that's pretty much this right here. And then after we wash it, that's when we're gonna go ahead and clay it. I don't know if I'm gonna want to clay it outside or inside. I'm still debating. Like I said, the first step is gonna be washing it, so let's go ahead and do that. So yeah, right now, like I said, we're just gonna go ahead and wash the Subi. I can't wait to see how it turns out. I really do hope it's really clean. But right now I'm just assembling the power washer. I'm also gonna be wearing my AirPods because I'm not gonna lie, this gas power washer is really, really loud. I really do want to get an electric one. This is my brother's. I'm gonna be using it today. Shout out to him for letting me borrow it. But like I said, it is really loud, so I'm gonna be using my AirPods. But yeah, guys, she is long due for a detail clean. After we detail it from the outside, what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the engine bay, then the wheels, and then the wheel well itself. But I want to record it individually so that you guys can see the process as well. And I also want to go ahead and remove the Tomei exhaust, and then just go ahead and give it a polish as well. I'm not going to do that today, but I do know that I'm going to get that done eventually. Another thing that I do want to take care of is the lights. As you guys can see, they're a little bit hazed up, so we got to take care of that. But step by step, we're gonna make sure we can get back to being perfect. So like I said, right now we're just gonna wash it. We're gonna be using the power washer and just Dawn soap. So now that we gave the car a rinse, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna foam it down with this down. So we're gonna be using the foam cannon from Adams Polishes. This is my brother's, this isn't mine. So we're gonna also be using this out today. It's really useful, believe it or not. It's money well spent, so I would definitely recommend one of you boys getting this. So right now we just got done doing the touchless wash, boys. We're gonna move on to the touch wash. So the only difference between both of them is that with one, you don't really agitate any of the dirt that's in there. You just spray it on and spray it off. But with the touch wash, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be using what's called a 2-bucket method wash. So these red things are in the bottom of the buckets is to basically hold all the grit and debris. And then what we're gonna basically be doing is we're gonna have one as our soap water and the other one's gonna be our rinse water, and we're basically just gonna wash it with the sponge. We're just basically gonna try and agitate the paint a little more. After we do that, we're just gonna go ahead and dry it off, and then that's when we're gonna go ahead and clay it. Like I said, we're gonna be using Dawn soap still. We're not gonna be using any fancy products. After we do detail it, that's when we can use the nice like the wash and wax products. But right now this is just basically to help us get all the debris out. Ooh, as you guys can see, this one has way more subs than this one over here, so I think I'm gonna go with this one right here. Alright boys, we just got done with the touch wash. The car does look pretty clean, I'm not gonna lie. So right now what we're just gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and dry her out. So we're gonna be using this Adams drying towel today. This is pretty cool. I really do like how it dries up the car, and it does pick up a lot of debris. As you guys can see, she is all dried up now. Like I said, this Adams towel works pretty good. I was able to do the entire car just with this towel, and it's still pretty dry in my opinion. Right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start claying the car. It's gonna be really simple. I'll get more into detail once we start doing it, but I'm gonna leave the car outside because after we clay it, I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a rinse. For this process, we are gonna be using the Chemical Guys pump and the Adams Polishes clay bar. Now this clay should be enough to do the entire car. I don't think we're gonna need more than one clay bar itself. So now the next step is we're just gonna go ahead and clay down the car. What that's gonna do is it's basically gonna remove anything that's embedded into the paint. So anything that we couldn't get off by the touch wash, The clay bar is gonna make sure it takes care of that, and it leaves your surface really smooth. But you do gotta take your time with it, because if you rush it, you leave a lot of pores behind, and you just want to make sure you take your time with it and actually get it done right. This is just Dawn soap inside here again. Like I said, we're gonna try and remove as much oil and debris on here so Dawn soap gets that job done. So we're probably gonna start in the hood first. So this is pretty cool. All you gotta do is pump it, and then once you press this red button, it just sprays a lot of product on there. And you want to make sure that the clay is also lubed so that you guys don't scratch the car, because this clay can still scratch it if it's not lubed enough. You're just gonna go over it until you feel it sliding off, and you want to go in an up and down motion and side to side. I did just clay the car, it leaves a lot of watermarks, so I'm just gonna spray down the car again. I'm probably just gonna do the touch wash one more time. All right, once again, she is all dried up, boys. We're just gonna wait for her to fully dry out now, just because the next process is we're gonna be polishing it, so we need the paint to be as dry as possible. While the paint dries, I'm just gonna go ahead and put the power washer away in some of the equipment, because I'm not gonna be using it anymore. But yeah, guys, right now the car does look really clean. I can't believe I'm able to see my own reflection out of it, and that was just after the clay. So we still got to polish it and wax it, so hopefully it brings out the paint way more. But all the door jambs are clean once again. We're just, like I said, we're just gonna let her dry out. Once she fully dries out, that's when we're gonna start polishing her. As you guys can see, she is now inside the garage. Just got done claying, washing, and drying the car off. But the next step that we're going to be taking out, it's going to be the polished part. So I am curious to see how good some of these products work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tape down half of the hood, and I'm going to use half of it with VSS. And then for the other side, I'm just going to go ahead and try out these compounds. We're probably going to start in the hood. Once we finish doing it in the hood, we're just going to work panel by panel. I'm not going to do the spoiler. I'm probably going to end up taking this out because we do got to repaint it. Let's just go ahead and get straight to it. So like I said, we're just going to tape the middle. All right, that should be good enough. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do the entire car with the VSS on the left side of the hood. So as soon as I'm done with that, I'll show you guys the results. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with the VSS. So like I said, we're gonna be using the medium orange cutting pad. This is all from Chemical, guys, as well, guys, the pad and the polishing machine. But when you put the pad under, you want to try and make sure that you get it dead center, or else it won't do the job as well. This polishing tool I got from Chemicals, guys. I don't remember when I got it, but it was around the time when I got my Subi, so it's been a while. I only used it once or twice. Since this is a new pad, with the kit send out a polishing pad conditioner. This is basically just gonna make sure that your pad doesn't overheat and hurt your paint. That's just gonna help it cool down. But let's go ahead and do this. When you apply your product, I guess you don't want to put more than the size of the hexagon that's in there. And then we're going to put the cord over our shoulder so that we don't scratch the car even more. I'm just spreading out the compound so that we get an even cut. And what I'm gonna do is we're gonna start at 1, and then we're just gonna basically mix it into the paint, and then we're gonna rotate it all the way up to 6, and then that's when we're gonna start actually cutting through the paint. see, the left side is pretty smooth. There's still some scratches, but not really that much. And then this is going to be the one that we haven't done. As you guys can see, there's still a lot of swirl marks. So, update boys, I went ahead and did the right side with the V32 from Chemical Guys. It's their strongest compound that they got. And I also tried their VSS, which is just a scratch and swirl remover. And I'm not gonna lie, they pretty much look the same. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do the entire car with the VSS. I'm just gonna be using this on the entire car. And then once we're done polishing it, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and wax this baby down. All right, boys, so I'm gonna take a little break from polishing the car just because I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a little tired. So in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and remove the STI wing. Like I said, I am gonna be repainting it, so I am gonna have to take it out eventually. So I figured I'd take it out right now just in case there was any adhesive under the wing. I could just go ahead and clay it and polish it to get that nice and clear. Just gonna remove 10mm bolts. There's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 or 10. So like I said, I'm just gonna take a little break from polishing. I'm gonna take the wing off. So yeah. All right, boys, we just took off the wing. As you guys can see, it looks like nobody has ever taken it off. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna clean the bottom of it, and we're also gonna clean out the trunk because it's really, really dirty. And it looks like just a lot of gunk got built up on there. But it's just another project that we gotta work on now. So I ended up taking off the wing. Like I said, I was gonna just clean it and buff it, but as you guys can see, it just started building rust. So we're gonna have to address it a different day. But we're just gonna leave it wingless because we're not gonna be driving her anytime soon. That's why we're detailing it, because we know she's not gonna get dirty anytime soon. So we're gonna have to repaint the trunk and the spoiler. But another thing that we do gotta take care of is this tail lights, boys. Like I said, they're hazed up. So we're gonna take them off. We're gonna try and fix them. Probably not today, but we're just gonna go ahead and take them off right now. While Aisha does that, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and keep polishing the Subi. I still have the right side, the left side. I'm not gonna do the top because I'm also gonna have to repaint it. So as you guys can see right there, the clear coat's already fading away, as well as like there. And it's just basically the car needs a lot of love, but we're willing to give it to her. Another thing that I do want to take off while we're at it is going to be the side skirts, just because I know it's dirty in there, and I might as well go ahead and repaint those as well. Polishing the Subi while Aisha takes out the tail lights. It's really simple. All you got to do is remove a clip from here. For here, I don't really need to take this one out, but it makes it easier because like you're not going to be able to stretch this as much. But we already unloosened most of the bolts. There's going to be 4. There's going to be 1 here, 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there. But yeah, boys, she's gonna need a lot of love. Hopefully this car goes through a transformation. I really do want to keep her for a long time, so I do not mind investing any money or time into her. Okay, boys, now we ended up switching up on the Subi a little bit. We were just gonna detail the outside, but as I took out the trunk, I realized that it was nastier than I thought it was. So I took apart some pieces that you guys can see over here. We took out the tail lights, the headlights, the front bumper, the side skirts, the spoiler, and then we also took out the front grille, just because we're gonna end up cleaning all of this stuff, and we just want to make the car look as good as possible, especially back over there by the trunk. And then in the front, we ended up just taking apart everything as well, as you guys can see. So I do still want to take out the fenders, but I don't know if I'm going to do that today or not. But this is basically where we sit right now. I was planning on just cleaning the exterior of the car and detailing it, but I ended up just started taking it apart. I'm not going to move it from here much until we decide to paint everything and get everything back in place. I know we need to replace some head bolts, some tail lights, and then we also got to replace the front bumper. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay tuned.